In today's video, we're going to address the overall market once again. So there was a massive sell-off today. I'm going to be sharing with y'all exactly why it happened. I'm going to be sharing with y'all my thoughts for the next few days, and I'm going to be sharing with y'all one stock that y'all should be keeping in your watch list for this specific week. Alright, y'all. Now, before we begin, again, do not forget to annihilate the like button on your way in. And also don't forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel, right? So let's get right into it. Right off the bat, we got the SPY over here. And for those of y'all who watched my last video, I released it last week on Monday. The main title was "The stock market is about to collapse." Unfortunately, I think that video was a week early again. All right, I was bearish over here, giving out warnings that the market would roll over, and then I put out another video the next week over here saying it was on the 27th or the 28th, saying that the market was gonna roll over. And now this time, I think this might be it. This might be the real thing. It might be the time that everything starts to roll over now. We're going to look at the Nasdaq because that's an easier chart. All right, now to break down the Nasdaq for you guys, we're gonna zoom in again. If you watched the last video, I shared this bear flag with y'all, right? Predicting when exactly the big move is going to occur is very, very difficult until it becomes easier. And I'm gonna get into that in detail. All right. So it's very like it's tricky to know exactly when this fall is going to happen. All right. And it could keep cooking. Like it could keep cooking sideways for another week before we see a drop. All right. But until there is other signs in the market, other until there's other structures in different sectors all pointing in the same direction, um, timing these videos is a little bit difficult. But I think I'm not changing my mind. I was bearish before, and I'm still bearish again. I'm still bearish on the overall market. I do not think that we fly like this. I don't think so. No. It's been cooking and it's still cooking, right? But eventually it's gonna fall. Eventually we will see the Nasdaq go all the way down to 11,000, and it might be this week even. Now we're gonna look closely. Why did this massive why was there massive sell off today? Well, the clue to sure if you didn't have any puts from the day before, the clue was right here. There's two clues, right? One, we're gonna look at a bigger scale on the 15, which I literally just seen right now. So the bigger scale, there is this going on, right? There. All right. There is that, the bigger scale, followed by the breakdown. But what I saw this morning was actually the smaller scale, which was right here, 13 minutes 13 minutes after the market opened. This right here on the 5 minute, this is what I saw, and this was enough for me to know that everything was going to collapse and was going to be an all day failure on most of the stocks in the market. And it just kept going lower and lower and lower, and I think that is going to collapse now. I think that we're going to see this move right now. Another thing that I want to share with y'all, if the 15 minute and the 5 minute isn't enough, let's take a look at the daily. Because if you look at the daily, right, this combination of these candles, this combination of these three candles right over here, it's called three black crows. And if you've never seen it, we're gonna look on Google. If you put three black crows right here, right, this is what we are looking at right here after an uptrend. And something that looks really, really similar to what we're seeing with the Nasdaq is right over here. All right, y'all seeing the similarities in the chart. So this is happening inside of this massive bear flag. All right, So that's something that I have in mind, and why I'm not changing my thoughts on the market. All right. Now let's look at the VIX. Let's check out the VIX and what's going on there. With the VIX, yeah, it's pointing like it's gonna climb again. All right. I told y'all to watch it for a move up. All right. It took a sweet time, and now it looks like it's kind of ready. The candles are more solid, a lot more solid than this little one right here. Right. And I think that the fear index is going to continue to rise, and as this rises, obviously everything else should continue to fall. Right now, one stock that y'all should be keeping in your watch list for this specific week. That stock is showing a very clean structure, which I like. It's showing, oh, showing two structures actually. This is gonna be a good one because I literally just noticed the second structure. All right, the first structure, what I was gonna show you like right now is this. If you go onto the one, there is a bearish pennant on the chart, which broke down quite cleanly yesterday, right over here. All right, it's not done dropping yet. It can go a lot lower. It can go all the way down. We're gonna change this to the daily. All right, it can go all the way down to 61. And if you look on the left side, right over here, there's that gap again. These gaps gotta get filled. They usually get filled at some point in time. 90% of all gaps get filled at some points in time. All right, and it looks like this might be the week that this gap get taken care of. Now, if you look at it really big picture, it had a massive uptrend throughout all of 2022, and there has been this triple top right here. We got one, and then two, and then three, right? Where is support? Some people may argue that support is all the way down here, below, like around $60. So there's still a lot of room to drop. All right, and also the volume right here is increasing. The width of the candles are getting bigger, right? So watch this thing for a downtrend. How fast is it going to drop? That I don't really know. What I can tell you and what I can show you is the structure and where I know these types of structures should go. How fast is it gonna get there? That will be determined by the overall market. So watch OXY for a drop to this, like to the low 60s, 61, maybe even 60 exactly. All right, there's room. So that's the one stock that y'all should be keeping in your watch list. We have time. Let me share with y'all another stock. Now this is a kind of a cheap one. Let me show you guys another stock. This one broke out this morning, and that one is NVDA. All right, now NVDA is a wonderful stock to trade. The volume is great. The contracts are nice, and there is a structure on the one. No, there's a structure on the 15. Yes. All right, and there is a descending triangle on the chart that broke down this morning, right over here. All right, and it has more room to drop. Definitely keep your eyes on this one. If you don't have any puts at all, if you didn't see this morning, watch it for a potential day trade tomorrow down to like 156, maybe even 154, before we see some type of bounce with the overall markets. All right, so that's the other stock that I wanted to share with y'all. Now, in updates, even though there was a lot of movements between the last 8 days with the market, it was kind of choppy after I released that previous video. I shared with y'all MU. All right, and congrats to anybody who was able to make some money on MU. This one behaved really well compared to the other semiconductors in that same week. All right, so I told y'all to watch it, but it dropped all the way down to 52, and it got to 52. So hopefully y'all collected your money from this thing before the massive short squeeze after that speech by Jerome Powell, right? So this stock did its thing right here. Now, the other stock that I wanted to do an update on really quickly, next stock is Disney. All right, and with Disney, I told y'all in the last video that this gap at 92 is going to get filled. There was a time where it looked like it maybe could go above 100. All right, but after this happened, yeah, it wasn't gonna make it. It was definitely not gonna make it. So this thing finally went all the way down to 92, and it's in danger of going a little bit lower because when I erase all of these, now that I see these things, let's see. Let me look at the 4. Yeah. Oh, this is looking good. This is looking real good. This is looking great, actually. Yeah. Yeah, there's some money to be made on here, guys. This is looking really, really good. I just noticed this specific perspective. Yeah, watch this one for a potential drop to 85. Yeah, at least 85. So that's another one to keep in your watch list, and I would be keeping this one in my watch list as well. So yeah, so that's pretty much the my thoughts on all of these stocks, and that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm as always. Helps the channel a lot and allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel and you haven't done so already, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community where you can get all of this information in real time as I see them, you can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. If you haven't added me on social media yet, you can find me at NGumah and at PATTERNOLOGY LAB on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is new to you, if you'd like to get started in the stock market, there are some basic step-by-step directions in the description of the video below, step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 10 to 15 minutes for you to have all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get some free stocks after signing up with Webull using the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is NGumah with PATTERNOLOGY LAB, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video.